The women's basketball team 17-4, 8-1 in the conference. Coach, you guys have kind of solidified second place in the conference after this most recent stretch of wins. How do you deal with now kind of being the bullseye that teams outside of Connecticut will prepare to face you? What's that mentality like?
Well, you got 9 games left, and we just talk about the next one coming up. We're playing two opponents here in our final last games that we'll play home and away in Central Florida and Cincinnati. We also have Tulsa, which we haven't played yet. So, I mean, this month of February is going to be crucial for everyone in our league as you get into seeding for the conference tournament at Mohegan Sun.
It was a grind this past weekend, a tough game against Memphis. Went on the road, picked up a win, but they showed some pretty good defensive looks, went into a 3-2 zone, kind of slowed down the offense a little bit. What have you talked about with your team if you guys see that moving forward when teams try to slow you guys down on offense?
Well, I think Ariel Hearn had a special night against us, and she hit some really tough shots, but I think Memphis had a great crowd. It was a hostile environment, and Coach McFerrin did a great job, stopping us in transition and making us shoot over them. And we struggled from the perimeter in the second half. But if it wasn't for Jenkins, the second half that she had on the glass and with the amount of energy that she brought. But I talked to our guys. It's a 12-point game with 2 minutes to go, and you miss 2 front ends of one-on-ones, and we allow Memphis to come down and knock two threes down. Now it's a 2-possession game, so. We have a lot to blame for what occurred there at the end.
16 second-half rebounds for Alicia Jenkins, 19 on the game, her 14th double-double of the season. All right, so let's talk about this building for a second. When you started coaching here, this Sun Dome did not look anything like this. We're sitting here in the very nice Arena Club and the Sun Dome court behind us. How much has this helped? It's been open for a little over 2 years now. How much has this helped you guys?
Well, the Muma Center and the Sun Dome, this is, I think, one of the best on-campus venues in the country. Sun Dome was an old, tired building. You had, I think, 5 different color seats in here. The third level didn't exist because all the third level seats were used to replace the seats that were broken in the first and second level. So, it's great. We got the Meyer Hardwood Club. The our students have their own hardwood club, and we have all our season ticket holders and our donors having a beautiful arena club, brand new center hung scoreboard and digital scoreboards on all 4 corners of the building, and it's an atmosphere. I think we've also created a great home atmosphere by our fans.
Well, 2 home games this week for the Bulls. We'll talk about those and then look ahead. Jose Fernandez breaks down a play. We'll get in depth with Courtney Williams, all coming up here on the Jose Fernandez Show.
Once again, Tampa General Hospital is proud to be named the #1 hospital in Tampa Bay by U.S. News & World Report and recognized as one of America's best hospitals in 4 specialties: cardiology and heart surgery, nephrology, orthopedics, and urology. #1 in Tampa Bay, again, and one of America's best. Tampa General Hospital, trusted for our expertise, chosen for our care.
This is where the legends live, waiting for someone with better innovation. From the brand that reinvented the t-shirt comes the Under Armour Speedform Apollo. This is our rocket ship.
Welcome back to the Jose Fernandez Show. Time to take a look at the highlights from the past week. Bulls took on Tulane back on January 25th, a rematch of a 53-40 USF win on January 4th in New Orleans. Now, Courtney Williams had a quick 4 points, the first 4 of the game for the Bulls. They never trailed in this one, in a matchup of 2 teams tied for second in the conference, and Williams finished with a game-high 24 points. It was her 4th straight game of over 20 points. Key on transition defense, stop the ball handler, right? Well, Tulane doesn't do that. Laura Ferreira uncontested, a nice jumper for the freshman. She had 13 points, her 7th game in double digits. Courtney Williams Williams also finished with a season-high 8 assists and had a tremendous finish to the first half. Takes the ball, is going to hang and beat the first half buzzer, and why not just saunter off into the locker room with a 33-17 lead at halftime for USF. Tulane did chop into the advantage with a 7-3 run right out of the locker room, but Williams couldn't be denied in this one, and Alicia Jenkins showing some nice range from the short corner. 10 points, 10 rebounds, consecutive double-doubles against Tulane for Jenkins, and her 13th of the season. Good three-point shooting in the second half really helped the Bulls. Laura Ferreira sparked a 7-0 run to put the game out of reach. USF never had a single-digit lead after that point. The lead stayed in double figures the rest of the way. The Bulls made 5 threes in the second half and shot 42% from behind the arc, and they went on to win 64-45 to improve to 7-1 in the conference and grab a stronghold on second place in the American. The Bulls' most recent outing was a little bit of a tougher one than the first meeting against the Tigers, but USF holds on despite a career 30-point effort from the Tigers' Ariel Hearn. USF was led by Courtney Williams, 20 points, and Alicia Jenkins had 19 rebounds, 16 of them in the second half in the 57-53 win.
Once again, Tampa General Hospital is proud to be named the #1 hospital in Tampa Bay by U.S. News and World Report and recognized as one of America's best hospitals in 4 specialties: cardiology and heart surgery, nephrology, orthopedics, and urology. #1 in Tampa Bay, again, and one of America's best. Tampa General Hospital, trusted for our expertise, chosen for our care.
Williams trying to answer back for 3. Money! Pass to Williams, up and scooped in. 3 on the clock, dribbles past Morgan, rises, fires, swish! Back over to Williams, steps into a 3, left wing, boom!
Leave your legacy. That mantra adequately describes Courtney Williams. The junior has seen her scoring increase every season and now has rounded it out this year with strong rebounding and assist numbers. But where does Williams' power and inspiration come from? Through a strong bond with her mother.
Williams tries a 3, right wing, yes! Williams calls for it, straightaway 3, money! It was pure from Courtney Williams.
Oh, I chose USF because it was a great environment, and honestly, I let my mom make my decision. So wherever she wanted me to go, that's where I went. Like, she didn't even let me take other visits. She came here and she was like, "This where you going? You signing this day. Like, you calling them tomorrow and you telling them you coming." I was like, okay. My daddy was more against it though. He was like, "No, Michelle, let her go." And she was like, "No." She told me I could make the decision. She going here, it's fine. Oh, I'll tell my mom everything. We talk about everything. She like another coach in itself. She gonna give it to me worse than everybody else gonna give it to me.
Taylor flips to Williams all the way into the paint, rises and fires. That one goes in. Leading a 3-on-1 down the center of the court. Pass to Williams, up and scooped in for 2.
I dunked one time. Nobody believed me because I promise you, every time that I dunked, like, I missed. So I went up one time and it happened, and we all was just looking around like, did that really just happen? I did it one time out of like 100 trying. I ain't like go up and dunk it. Now they threw the alley and I went and put it in, but it happened. Yes, next year. In game, it's gonna roll off the rim and I'm gonna go dunk it.
Williams swishes the free throw, and that's 1,000 career points for Courtney Williams, the 21st Bull to ever accomplish that mark.
I didn't think a 1,000-point mark was as serious as everybody making it seem, honestly. So I don't know. I really just want to be an All-American. and make it to the league. I want us to win. That's the ultimate goal. I just want us to go to the NCAA tournament and win, make it deep into the tournament. I think it would just take us staying focused and getting that, just staying disciplined, I think we have moments where we let teams go on runs and we don't answer, or we just don't have a toughness about ourselves. So I think, but that's not something that we can't change. So I definitely feel like we can fix that and get better.
Williams still having trouble, finds Williams, 4 seconds left. Here comes Courtney sprinting ahead, 1 second left, fires up a shot, partially blocked. It's good! Courtney Williams, a 3 at the buzzer! USF stuns Mississippi State. Courtney Williams hits the game winner from the right side.
The best player that came out of USF. Period. Just like that. She was the best player that came from USF. The best women's basketball player I ever seen come from USF. In general, not just USF. The best women's basketball player I ever seen.
Okay, Bulls fans, we got 2 clips for you today. We're gonna show you 2 situations with us defending in transition. One off of a free throw blockout situation, and one off of us missing a shot, stopping the ball, and getting back on defense. This first one we're going to show is off of a free throw situation. Shalithia Stringfield shoots a free throw, and Tulane's going to attack in transition. Let's go ahead and roll tape. So she misses a free throw. Our main thing is we have to stop the ball. Laura Ferreira stops the ball, and now we match up. We don't give up anything in transition. We make sure ball's on one side of the floor, everybody's on one side of the floor. Now we defend side pick and roll. Shavante Naylor does a great job helping on the baseline. Middle drive, and we cover down, and then we come up with a steal. Let's look at that again. So we stop the ball. Ferreira stops the basketball. Courtney Williams matches up with her man. We got good help side. Ball gets into the middle of the floor. Side pick and roll situation. Shavante Naylor goes to help. We close out. A little bit of middle penetration. And then we come up with the steal. We really didn't want the ball to go middle there, but I thought we did a good job covering down and then taking away a really good passing angle by Shalithia Stringfield. We're going to take a look at this clip now. You'll see here early in the basketball game, Courtney Williams is going to drive middle, feed our post player at the opposite block, and she misses a layup here. And how we transition from the offensive end to the defensive end of their floor, especially with our 5 being the last person to come down to defend. Our point guard, Laura Marcus Canedo, does a great job protecting the basket, and then we match up defensively. So go ahead and roll tape. One of our wings here stops the ball. Courtney Williams stops the basketball. Our point guard's back, covers the post till Caitlin Weber gets there, and now we're pointing and matching up. Jenkins points to the other perimeter, and we do a great job getting back, forcing a jump shot, and now us attacking the other way. So that was a great clip watching this defend in transition.
This is where the legends live, waiting for someone with better innovation. From the brand that reinvented the t-shirt comes the Under Armour Speedform Apollo. This is our rocket ship.
Looking for an individual or family health care plan? Or maybe a dental policy? Look no further than the Tampa Florida Blue Centers in West Shore, Carrollwood, and Pinellas Park. For more information, go to floridablue.com or call the number on the screen.
Coach, we just saw a piece on Courtney Williams. We know she's always had that scoring capability. What has she done this year to improve all aspects of her game? She's a tremendous rebounder. The assists have gone up this year, the steals. What has she worked on to become a complete player?
Well, I think she's worked on her range. She did a great job in the off season. She's always been a great mid-range jump shooter, you know, and she's always been great going to her right. She really worked on her weak hand in the off season, and also developing that three-point range.
How does that help the other players on the team? Because the defenses are going to focus on Courtney Williams. If she's looking for her teammates, does that set them up for some open looks and give them some more scoring opportunities?
Well, I think also developing, I think Courtney watching film and breaking things down in player development, and her reading the defense is huge, you know, because she sees so much attention where she gets no catched on, she gets doubled coming off on ball screen, she gets forced to her right hand, and then people run at her. So she's got to adjust to different things, and I think she's done a great job of that.
It's a busy stretch here for the USF women's basketball team, and it's kind of going to be the norm going through the rest of the season. 3 games in the span of a week, starting Tuesday against UCF. How do you strike the balance between preparing your team hard for these opponents and yet not getting them burnt out?
Well, you know, last week was our bye week, and we really concentrated on us, and then started to talk about Memphis later in the week. But, you know, we've been going at it, I believe, for 89, 90 practices now. So it's just making sure we get player development in, we get our lifts in, and then we just make sure we do a great job in practice preparing for that next opponent, but also making sure that we get enough of the right conditioning in.
Plenty of women's basketball coverage ahead. You can keep up to date with all of it on GoUSFBulls.com. And thanks for watching this edition of the Jose Fernandez Show.